back. So, I am trading today and going long and keeping in mind the conversation I had with Kim and Curtin on live yesterday about recognizing a dog for a dog and a bird for a bird and not calling a bird a dog. So once I know I have a problem going long. I know I'm super hopeful about it. I know I wanted to go to the moon and I was not cutting my losses. So before I enter the trade, set my risk level. And I know this is a Chinese stock. I know Chinese stocks are interesting to say the least. This was like a multi-month breakout and does have volume resistance, and the spikes pretty much fail. And it's had a second green day, which is unusual behavior for this stock. Mid float, rotated the float once. Weird news, it issued a letter to the shareholders, probably talking about the what's it called? Give me 1 second. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. So, encourages investors with large losses to secure counsel before the important deadline in securities class action lawsuit, right? When does that ever sound good? Never. But then they issued a letter today. It's my pleasure to the shareholders, our strategy, our organization, our outlook, etc., blah, blah, blah. So I come into the picture right over here, front side, back side, and I'm like, okay, I see this double touch at 872, and I'm like, okay, so we're like 872, 869, like actually 872. So my risk is 872, and I messed it up and I saw this 869, but it's actually 872. I get in here, I chase just a little bit. I get in at 915. One second. Thank you for your patience. Oh, I need to plug in my computer. So this is my risk level. It gets all the way up to 952. So I did have about 35 cents of gain. I didn't take it. I wanted more. It's just like earlier. And then it just comes back. And as soon as it breaks this level, I'm out at 868. Only 50 shares. I tried to play it smaller. On this one, I like the volume. I like that it's a top percent gainer. I like that it's a mid-float rotated its float. Okay, cool. And I'm looking at this, and all this volume is from today, so 52-week highs. And I don't like this spike, and I don't like that. But this is the only thing I see with some potential. So I'm in on this from 353 with a risk of 327. I wrote 326. And so that's what I'm doing. And then I played this as well on my Fidelity account. This was an OTC, top percent gainer, looking at the 1 year chart, first green day, no catalyst. I go, okay, I still like the chart. So I see this clear line of consolidation, and I got in here. My risk was 328. I got in at 0.379. So I actually made a mistake on this one because I got in at the ask price instead of the bid price. And then I exited down here at 0.281. What I thought was really weird is this reversal. I don't usually see this, but it is what it is. The point is, today I'm practicing trying an idea. I usually have luck on OTCs at our first green days, so I mean, I was kind of surprised to lose $15 on this one. I was like, whoa. So I'm like, okay, but I'm practicing cutting my losses quickly, both long and short. So I am good at that. I can do it. Now I just have to find a better combination between timing for my entries and the pattern or the chart with the flow and with the news, like maybe waiting for a better setup versus just taking random stabs at the top percent gainers. Habits are hard to break. A lot of times as a trader, I feel like one of those alcoholics who are like, yeah, I'm an alcoholic, I have a problem. And then later they're like, you know what? I'm going to go to the bar. I'm just going to have like one drink. And then it turns into 20. And then they black out. And then they wake up with a hangover and say, and a lost wallet and say, I'm never doing that again, only to repeat it like the next day type of shit. That's what it feels like because like I know that I'm doing stuff a little wrong sometimes, but then I also see myself doing it again. Like there's some type of a repeated conviction that pops up. Like on this one, I was like, it's a Chinese stock. Chinese stocks usually fail, but they also go really wonky and they can squeeze shorts. And I was like, let's try it. So I'm not beating myself up for trying stuff, but I mean, so weird. Something is wrong with my entries for sure. This matches up. I'm just seeing that right here. Of course, I was too far away from my entry. And this is super weird because it decided to sit down on 839, which I don't see it matching up anywhere else before reversing. So I think NASDAQs are just more difficult because they are unpredictable. But I'm proud of myself today for just saying, cut the loss, take a smaller size, cut the loss. Yeah, I do have a $15 loss. I have I have $15 from the OTC. I have a $23 loss from Lizzie. I have a $30 loss from the short that I didn't get to take. And let's take a look at that short genius idea that I fucking had this morning. My risk level was correct. And if I would have moved my risk up here, you're never supposed to say if I would have, right? But anyway, my risk level was accurate and it fucking opened $1 down. So that's kind of got me like, fuck, so much money. But I was super tired. I had to go back to sleep. Back at 9. You know, I could this is the drunk alcoholic thing that I'm talking about, is I could take a re-entry at 89, risking off of 870 as it collapses on me. But I really don't think I should. I'm going to leave it alone. But you see what I'm talking about? That like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that I gotta go because my Mac's gonna die. But yeah, all these thoughts are swirling around. Bye. Have a good day.